All right. Oh, this might be a bit quiet. Hello, everyone. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold up. Not yet. Bye. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a different game. If you are familiar with the game Planetfall, which I streamed somewhat recently, I played a demo for that game. I think I can't confirm for sure, but I'm pretty sure this game was an inspiration for it. You may see later what exactly I'm referring to. But this game is kind of old. 2015 was the release date, I believe. Which actually, I guess that isn't really old, but you know, it's not new. Can't dig that yet. And oh, don't mind that. It rains. This game rains a ton, so I guess we're familiar with that. It is a rainy world out here. Don't mind the fish. This game, it's a game that I've played often. This is not at all my first playthrough. It's the kind of game that I just return to every once in a while. To just like play through the whole game. So, you know, I'm kind of just going through the motions. I don't know why things are falling from the sky. But I think I just want to talk about this, because I think this game is neat. It's kind of unique. There's definitely some problems with it. It's not perfect. I'm pretty sure it's made by one person. I'm not entirely sure, but it kind of feels like it, so I'm just gonna say that's true. If not, it's like a small team. This is a very indie game, and you can probably tell. I mean, I think it could be louder, but I still think it's cool, and I want to talk about it. This game has some unique ideas. Right now, I'm basically just collecting random resources. This is survival. Well, is it really survival? I guess so. That's kind of the name of the game, isn't it? It's Terraria type of survival, you know. So there's combat, but I'm just collecting resources, as you do. Ow. That's the fish. Oh wow, that's really low. So there's these floating islands. Sometimes they're really close to the surface. So I could probably build up to that really easily. Oh, there's a bat. So I should not go any further than this. Actually, just jump over him. Here's a big chasm. I'll have to go over there eventually, but not now. So one of the main mechanics of this game is that the day-night cycle. Basically, during night, ow. I don't have much health, so I shouldn't do that. But during the night, it's like a tower defense, sort of. Like a bunch of enemies show up, and you just need to survive. Like, a lot of enemies. And you can build turrets. That guy just took a ton of damage for some reason. So we're collecting items right now. Hold up. Layer list. I mean, I guess that's not relevant. That didn't change anything. Okay. There we go. I think Tab is just the binding for Noida, and that's the game I played recently, so I'm just gonna use the same thing. It's kind of weird. Sometimes I'll get super used to the controls of one game, and then I'll play another similar game, and it's like, well, it's different all of a sudden. Even if I played that game before. Or, yeah, like I've played this game plenty of times. I probably use that key binding for the inventory a lot. But now I'm not used to it. Oh, it's raining again. Yeah, so basically, there's very minimal story in this game. Basically, we were like selling these fabrication machines, auto builders, and we crash landed on this planet. So this is the like autopilot talking. So here's our auto builder, and all the things that we'll be crafting. So we've been picking up this scrap that we need. I wish I could see. Well, okay, here's the inventory, and here's stuff we can make. I can already upgrade the auto builder, so I might as well. And it's called the miniaturizer, which I actually really like, because these survival games, they're always like, they have a ton of items, right? Like these blocks. Like this block of dirt is the size of my whole character, but I can just pick it up like that, you know. So the idea is that this is like making, or it's like a shrink ray, you know, miniaturizing the items that I'm picking up. That's how it digs. Kind of funny idea. Now I can dig iron, and we'll be doing this a lot. Can't actually see very well, so I need to make a lamp soon, or a lantern light. And also I saw that I could make another weapon, which is the best weapon in the game already. And you'll see why in a second. Oh, okay, E does this, tab does this. Okay, I'll need to get used to that. So here's the shotgun. Oh, here's the flashlight. I'll just grab this right away. Here's the shotgun, and already, let's do this. What did you just say? I'm pressing tab to open the crafting, which does not work. I can also build these turrets, which I guess I might as well. There's stronger turrets, but I can't make those yet. And all this is later. And I think for now I can collect more of that scrap that landed on this side of the world. But the reason the shotgun is the best weapon is because you can do this. It's less of a weapon. Well, it's an effective weapon early on, but it's more of a mobility upgrade, you know. You literally launch yourself with a recoil. And this is the movement. I mean, like, this is the movement system. Making this shotgun was a movement upgrade. And it's actually one of the best in the game. Like, you already see how much recoil I get from that. So like, I'm gonna be doing this. Like, even if I get stronger weapons, I'm still gonna be carrying the shotgun. Because it's that good at recoil for movement. So I could go further into this cave. I guess I can grab some iron, but I can also grab iron just from the scrap that fell on the surface. So that was from the crash landing, which I actually like, because I guess like at the very beginning of the game, a few minutes ago, I was not able to mine my own iron. So the only way to get iron is to pick up scrap. It's raining again. Get used to the rain. It's it probably rains more than Rain World. And it actually, like, at least behind water, it's not like a visual effect. It's actually like raining for real. Which means there's flooding, essentially. Get used to water just covering everything all the time. So yeah, recoil is good, not just for jumps, but also moving horizontally. So I'm basically just constantly doing that. Okay, I kind of want to move away from this guy because he's just annoying. And I already know everything, so you don't have anything to tell me. There's fall damage, so that actually is kind of dangerous to myself. Also, grab the rest of the scrap. Grab some health potions. Yes, that is the main use of these blue flowers that I've been picking up. And I also want some lights. Be able to see. And I'm just gonna place my turrets down. Sound effects. Yeah, shut up, dude. Yes, hello. Welcome to the stream. I have been very familiar with games inspired by Terraria. I guess I've kind of realized just how big of an impact that game has had. Also, let me know if the audio is good. Because I've also played another game recently, Core Keeper, which also just had its 1.0 release. A few games like that recently, like Noida, or not Noida, Nova Drift also had the 1.0 release. But Core Keeper, not Cave Keeper. I'm taking damage for no reason. Core Keeper is essentially top-down Terraria, and I have a lot of things to say about that game. But I'll save that for later, maybe. But this is a much older game that is essentially, I mean, same idea as Terraria, right? I mean, side-scroller, platformer, you know, progression, whatnot, mining. But it has a lot of creative ideas like this tower defense segment. And a very interesting way that it's implemented. Basically, the enemies that show up during the night are it's what enemies that you've killed in the overworld, right? So if I went back to that area, to the right or to the left, and I killed those bats, then the next night, bats would show up during the night. I just did that. You get the idea. If I kill an enemy, they will show up during the tower defense segment. Which means that by progressing, you're making the tower defense harder. So if I really wanted to... Okay, that's all the enemies. And it's raining again. There. I think that'd be fine. Okay, dude, shut up. Okay, I might just have to move my base somewhere else. I'll pick up this turret again. If I wanted to, I could just hang out and do nothing. And I'd be in no danger at all. But I need to make progress, right? So in order to make this upgraded auto builder, I need to get these red ferns, which were way to the left. So I would need to anger those bats. And then now I need to make sure that my defenses are stronger to deal with bats. So maybe I want to use these stronger turrets, these Gatling turrets, or a better weapon. But in order to get coal, I need to go further underground. And that might anger more enemies, you know. You get the idea. I think I want to keep going in this direction. The rest of the scrap that fell. This world is it is randomly generated, but only a little bit. It's honestly not that impactful. The main structures of the world are still in the same place every time. So that castle that I found to the left, that will always be there in every world. And I'm not going to say anything any of the other structures, but we'll get to those. But I roughly know how the world is laid out. Which I guess, like, it's kind of good and bad. You know what to expect in future playthroughs, you can kind of speed along. But also, like, it's not as varied, you know? Hello, welcome to the stream. Not the ground. Nope. All calculated. Plants in this game, they grow from other plants. So if I leave this blue flower here, more of them will spread, but if I get rid of it, then no blue flower is going to grow here at all. So it's good to always keep one around. You might make the mistake of harvesting the entire surface, and then you no longer have a constant supply. Plants grow? I know, it's crazy. You can't just collect it all immediately. Even if they are useful, I mean, you need the blue flowers to make health potions, so you can't get rid of all of them. I guess if you made the mistake of harvesting all the flowers in the whole world and then crafting all of them into potions, you would just, like, no longer have any more. Oh, here we are. So here's a bit of a mountain, and here's actually one of the stronger enemies, so I'm just gonna leave. I don't have any reason to be here. Oops. Working on Flat mod. Yeah, I guess you could do it like that. That'd probably be fine. So these blue guys, they drop these crystals. I think I need them for... I mean, I need them for these turrets and for auto repair. No, that's separate. I'm surprised I can actually make one of these already. These are super important. These are pretty good. No time to explain. Why do I know that game? But I know what you're referring to, yeah. I guess so, kind of with the recoil feel of things. Okay, that's good. I like the idea of that change to the lap mod. To make it way easier to actually test for like different movement strategies. So you wouldn't recognize it? Was it like actually popular? I think I saw like YouTube videos about it. Maybe those were very well known for like not very long. Maybe it'd be better if the timer was shown more at the like on the sides of the screen, and also smaller than, because the timer, the speedrun timer at the top of the screen, it's kind of distracting. I mean, it's transparent most of the time, so it's not too bad. But I feel like if there are multiple extra timers added to that, gonna be annoying. Maybe that'd be better like off to the side. But you could test, like make a few like mock-ups, take a screenshot, see which one, yeah, they compare. I guess it's fine just to start with it being at the top of the screen. That's a dead bug. So here's already a new enemy. I'm not sure if I want to anger them. Actually, I think if I shoot them, they'll give me a little pop-up. Yeah. Kill new species, it will attack you at night. Well, that's a much better explanation than whatever I had. I think I want to... Okay, I know what I want to do. Before I go down here, let's set up a bit of a base. I don't have a map. I have to actually make the map. I believe it's from the bats, right? Yes. So because of the rain and how much it floods, I want to build the base kind of at a high point. Like this would probably work fine. Because if it's like down too far, then it's just gonna like flood constantly. That is something that you have to worry about. This like big lake here, I kind of don't like. So I think I'm gonna drain this. And also the knockback on these enemies, so you can kind of launch the fish out of the water. So there's like... The way liquids work is really interesting. Like look at this. If I try to make an air pocket, like you might do in Terraria, the water actually fills in. And actually, dirt or water can permeate through dirt, so that's not a great example. But you know, the same thing would happen anywhere else. You can actually see all the water here. But there's like water pressure. And also it's compressible, which is different, but that's because this type of water is different. That's the explanation. But you can like compress a ton of water into a single block and then release it, and it will like explode outwards. It's kind of fun to mess around with in Sandbox. Also, I was gonna build it here. There's also like the way building works is kind of interesting too. If I get some blocks, right? And let's say I just want to build a tower, okay? You can already see the blocks at the bottom are getting damaged, and they're destroyed. So if I wanted to build a higher tower, I would need to support the bottom. So let's say I do something like, maybe not there. Let's say I do this kind of shape. I could actually build a little bit higher, maybe support this a bit more. See? And now these ones are being damaged the most. So you can't just build a tower into the sky if you want to. Also, if you build sideways, they break pretty quickly. So you can't build bridges outwards too far. I want to make... I don't have much stone. Okay. Enemies also take fall damage, which I appreciate. They should also have to deal with that. Grab some stone to make concrete. So enemies will dig through the floor to get to you. So if there's a cave under your base and enemies spawn down there, they will dig through the ground, through your floor to get to you. And it's really annoying, so I'm gonna try to avoid that. They also kind of calculate which path would take the least time to go through, so they won't just dig through like a solid wall. They will find the easiest path to dig through for them. Also, it's almost nighttime. So this little cave down here, actually. Did you dig through? This guy might have just dug through right now. And this cave down here might actually be a problem. We'll see if that happens. I think right here, this will be the base layer. The foundation. And these background walls will support anything that you build on them. So you don't have to worry about some... Oh, look! I think there's an island right above me, so it's not raining on the base. That's accidentally convenient. Place these turrets down. I didn't anger any new enemies this night, so this shouldn't be any more difficult than before. Maybe I can actually build some, yeah, Gatling turrets. So these only face in one direction. They can't aim up or down. So it's really good for the ground enemies, but not for these guys. So this is very... I could probably just AFK here. But it won't be like this forever. And you can actually see these guys down here. They're kind of digging... Oh, they're kind of getting stuck, actually. Yeah, I think I actually want enemies to get here. Like, if they all pile up, they may kind of come in huge waves all of a sudden, you know? Or just decide that they would rather dig through the earth. I'm sure there's ways you can cheese this too. I mean, maybe there's like some location you can build your base where enemies just won't be able to spawn in. Where they won't be able... I mean, any flying enemy... Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe flying enemies can just spawn in anywhere they want. So no matter where you build, they're going to be a problem. And I guess if you wanted, you could encase yourself in a huge square, essentially. But then like, a huge group of enemies will just build up and break through that eventually. So I think having something more open is best, like this. But I'll have to work on it as we progress and more difficult enemies show up. Like these guys, they shoot at long range. I mean, not really long range, but eventually they'll have longer range. So I actually kind of want to see these islands, usually a little bit higher up. I guess there's no reason for me to go up there now. I can't even dig the stuff that's there, so now that my defense is a little bit better. Yeah, this cave is really annoying. Maybe I could try to make it easier for the enemies if I make some platforms. Also, I want this to be here and this to be over here. So they can just easily jump up here. Hopefully they actually utilize these. And it isn't, their AI doesn't break again. We'll have to see if that works. This will probably work fine. I know down here, I think it was down here, there was a whole bunch of coal. Yeah, I think right over there, so I can use that to upgrade my weapon again. So of course you can also fight the enemies at night, so the strength of your weapon does matter. But eventually, you know, your turret is the main. Your turrets are the main source of damage. This is kind of taking a while. Yeah, coal usually spawns in these huge. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. You see just how much water there is, just everywhere. I mean, it rains so much here. One may call it a rain world. Hey, dude. Let's actually kill you this time. That guy... Actually, both of these enemies... Yeah, they have defense because I only dealt 2 damage to them. So that's why I wanted a better weapon. Higher base damage instead of more projectiles. Although I actually don't know if it does more damage. Oh. This is a ground enemy that shoots projectiles. Kind of being outplayed right now. There we go. And these, the Dweller Shell that they just dropped, I believe I need that to make armor. It's also neat. So maybe I want to purposely look for a few of them. Now you can do something funny. You can autosave whenever you want. Which means you could autosave, or not autosave, quick save, right before you kill an enemy. And if they don't drop the item that you want, just reload the save and repeat. Actually heal up. Only 15 health. Kind of awkward to dodge the projectiles when you fall so quickly and you have very little space to move. You pretty much need, I have 120 iron, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need like a few thousand over the course of the whole game. Maybe there's a little bit of grinding. But I'm sure that you could complete the game very quickly if you wanted to. I'm actually not sure. What would you need? It's actually kind of hard to progress quickly. I guess you would just try to not kill enemies, right? As long as you don't kill them, they won't show up at night, and you won't need to worry about making defenses. I think the way it works is that there's different categories of enemies that spawn in. So there's like basic melee enemy, and then like ranged melee enemy, and then flying enemy, and maybe melee flying enemy too, like the bats. And then for each category, it spawns in the highest tier of enemy that you've killed of that category. So this would be like the next ranged grounded enemy, right? If I killed a new, like one of the red firefly dude, that would be a new ranged enemy that would spawn in. So it's not like there's gonna be a lot of them, even if you just kill one of them. This, well, actually, I don't know where I am. Here's more coal. Do I want to spend forever digging this? I mean, I got it, or else I'll die, right? Yeah, it's kind of funny the game is called Dig or Die, because if you don't dig, you'll actually survive pretty easily. That's kind of what makes it, you kind of add danger by going underground. So you can hear him digging, doing something down there. Here's all the water coming in from above. It's actually kind of a neat way to get back to the surface. I mean, obviously just go up, but you can follow the water. Okay, I think I'm getting pretty lucky with the armor drops. They're usually kind of uncommon. Oh man, all this water. Okay, let's head back. And there's coral down here, which I'm gonna grab. It only grows in deep water, like down here. Sorry, not interested in you. Actually, do I need... I can just make it right now. So there's like no equipment slots in this game. If it's in your inventory, it's doing something. So that's the flashlight down there and the vest. Solar armor. Actually, I forget that I'm carrying my crafting with me. Oh, that's a cool item. I think I want to, yeah, kill more of the fish. So the fish regen really quickly, and so you can kill them to get the item to make the repair tower essentially. Or you can repair them manually, like that. So this weapon does deal... It deals 5 damage instead of 4. So I guess it's better, but it's like more concentrated, longer range. So it's still useful. More... I guess this is actually much more worth making, this regen. It's like over a long time, but if you just want to heal up and you're not in the middle of a fight, it's better. I think it's kind of late. Let's go fight some bats. Hopefully I can make it over there in time. I'll just be doing this. I really like when every game has some way to move that isn't just holding left or right. I mean, Rain World is a perfect example of that, but even something as simple as like doing this, the recoil, it's like more engaging than just like moving in one direction. No, that's it. So let's build some bridges and also bats. Kind of healthy. These iron supports are pretty good. So the good way to do it is to kind of do something like this, and then you want to use the wooden. Oops. These ones because they're light. And I guess I can actually just jump across, and I'll extend the bridge further on this side. Just grab a few of these. I'm not entirely sure if I need more than like just a handful of them, but I want to fight the bats too. You're not a bat. And actually they're melee, I can just get right in their face. Now it's almost nighttime again. Okay, I'm mixing up my inventory. Can I make... Yes. So this gives me a mini map. I guess I can't view the... Oops. Hold up. Get that back in here. I guess I can't view the entire map all at once. But I still like having that there. Actually, can I... Do I even need to make a bridge? Can I just do, like... Oh. There we go. And that's pretty easy to jump across. So I'm not worried about making that longer. But now I need to make it back to my base. I mean, I don't need to. Like, a actually viable strategy is just to run constantly. Run away from the enemies that are spawning in. And you could do this every night. But eventually the enemies will kind of catch up to you. Here we are again. I'm going to be focusing on... Well... These guys are melees, so they're not a problem. It's like, I think it's these guys that I'm worried about. Unlike a Clean Fall, it's not complete chaos at night. This is a little bit more reasonable. For now. Oh man, okay. I'm actually needing to put a lot of time into repairing my turrets, which I'll automate eventually. Get away. I think I will build the rest of the base here, because the rain is like getting blocked. I guess, yeah, you can actually see on the map there's an island directly above me. And there we go. Oh, please don't destroy that. There we go. Not too much damage, but if I want to anger any new enemies, I definitely need a better defense. But I can actually just... There we go. Upgrade the auto builder. What's the end goal? We crash landed on this planet, and the goal is to just escape. So we gotta build a rocket, which means we gotta like research like new technology. Basically just build better and better auto builders, and eventually we'll be able to make the rockets. But that means exploring much more of the world. And the whole world is actually very large. It goes on for quite a while. So yeah, the next miniaturizer requires these red energy gems. And so okay, I'm gonna pause because time is passing. Which is kind of annoying if you just want to like chill. Like you want to kind of make the most of each day. For the next tier of equipment, I need the red gems to get the better miniaturizer, and then I need aluminum to make better turrets. And the areas where I'd get those materials will anger new difficult enemies, and I'd want the new equipments to deal with those enemies. Yeah? Like if I want to get aluminum, I'll anger enemies that only the heavy turrets can deal with. So it's like I gotta do this all in one day. Maybe I could just try to... Actually, let's take things a bit slower. I'll try to collect red gems and this white flower because this laser gun is very good. And then the next day, I'll try to get aluminum. Because that's a whole other area. But I think the main way to help with that is these repair turrets. So actually, I keep trying to open up the map. There is no map. This is all I have. So I need to find a big body of water. Shut up. I'm not interested in it. For how much it rains, I expected I would find something. No, is there really nothing? Okay, so here's the red guys. We'll just have to deal with them. But at the top of this mountain, well, it's actually a volcano. Is that spoilers? Foreshadowing. Okay, here's the red gem that I want. There's a strong enemy at the top of this. So we're just gonna pretend they don't exist and collect these white flowers. Hey, dude. I'm just here for your flowers. I guess you could do this for the entire game. Just try to steal some resource from an area without fighting the enemy. Let's actually... There we go. That can spread on the other side. And here too. These guys do a lot of damage, so I'm trying to be careful. Oh, they're growing. You can see them grow. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. I do not want to get into you. Ow, that did a lot of damage. Oh, usually, okay, in most worlds, there's a huge lake right here because all the water goes down the mountain and collects at the bottom. But I guess there's a cave system right here. That's not gonna happen. So there's like one small difference with this world compared to some others that I've seen. And how many of these red gems do I need? 3 and 5. And it doesn't seem like anything else requires them. 8 in total. And these fish, I want to kill 2. Well, they're piranhas. See how quickly they regenerate. I don't think they generate out of the water though, so that's my strategy. Oh, new fish spawned in immediately. I thought they were dead. Okay, I don't know where the red guys are. Hello? I would like more red gems. Okay, a lot of things about this game aren't great. I will say that. Sound effects and visuals are kind of funny, and music. But it's honestly not stuff that I care about much, because I enjoy the gameplay. And I'm sure that a game like this could exist that like looks amazing. Honestly, that's Core Keeper. So I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. Core Keeper is another game that I've played recently. That recently had its full release after being in early access for a few years. And that game, like, it kind of is the opposite of this for me, honestly. A game that like looks really good and has like nice music and stuff, but the gameplay is like kind of boring. I mean, maybe the gameplay of this is pretty boring too. I mean, the like combat stuff is pretty simple, but I just love the movement so much. Watching yourself around with the recoil of your weapon. And the way the tower defense system works, I think is neat too. You guys drop your red gems? Oh man, okay. Can't do that, they'll all just end up regenerating. How about you guys just leave the water? Yeah, how about that? Also, I should say, this is hard mode, which is not the hardest difficulty. There's one difficulty higher than this one, but I've decided not to play it because it is ridiculous. One of the main impacts of hard mode is that you have 50 max health, which is like half of what you would normally have in the easier difficulties. I don't know if enemies deal more damage or if they have more health, but you definitely have lower max health, and I don't think you can upgrade it ever. You just get better armor. I almost out-regen my machine gun. So I think I have enough. 7? Okay, I need one more. I killed so many of them, I assumed I had enough already. It's almost nighttime again, so I'd rather do that quickly. But this next night is going to be kind of rough, because I don't have any new towers, but I do have stronger enemies to deal with. Hello, fireflies. Okay, let me make some things real quick. I can make these repair towers. I can make 3 of them. I need more coral. I'll make more Gatling turrets, but also these regular rotating turrets. These are nice too. More enemies. That's exactly what I need. Okay, any dudes spawning? Just one more gem. That's all I request. There we go. Okay. We're just running back to base on the other side of the map. Sweat the fish. I don't have time for you. And that like robot, that AI, basically just tells you all the things that I'm saying. About like where to find resources and stuff. So like there is a tutorial sort of if you hang out by them, and they'll tell you where to go next for certain resources. What I'm gonna do here is, I don't know if I have enough for this. Okay, I have enough if I do what I was going to do, which is put the repair turrets down here. We'll just have to, well, I'll just do this. There we go, now it looks nice. They'll actually try to repair. Oh, actually I should do this differently. Let's move the turrets further out. Like this. Place these turrets. And maybe something like this for the aerial enemies. I think this seems decent. Maybe if I do, oh, I can't really do that. Something like this, it'll force the aerial enemies to like either attack directly above or from the sides, which is where the Gatling turrets are. Let's see, but I'll prioritize the red ones. Oh, actually, shoot. These top turrets aren't getting repaired. Maybe I just need to act as the repair turret for them. But they almost died in one volley of shots. This is actually going to be kind of difficult to maintain. There goes the turret. And they're almost the second turret. Maybe this setup was a bad idea. Because these guys can't get repaired at all. I really don't want to lose the second Gatling turret. Okay, I've lost a bunch of turrets up top. Oh, wow. Not very badly. Something that I know could help is making these platforms longer. To give them more of a runway, sort of. And I'm gonna try to be more active in taking out the red guys, because they're by far the most dangerous. Oh man, I'm also taking a lot of bullets myself. Buy like 10 turrets, get like 2. That was that 1 HP for so long. This is rough. I may have backed myself into a corner here. Adding too many or angering too many new enemies. Okay, I have long range. I can do this, right? Okay, this is going better. Good clump of enemies here. No, that. Oh, shoot. Goodbye, all my turrets on that side. Okay, that was a bad idea, jumping into them all. Man. Do I keep those guys up? I feel like that was a bad idea, though. One more turret, so I can have them more even. These turrets, they die very quickly, but they get repaired very quickly. Oh, okay, that guy's dead. So never mind. Okay, can you guys back off? They really overwhelm you. Do I want to try a different strategy of just like running away? I could try that. Hey guys, let's go this way. I don't want to do this for every night because it's a bit cheese. But if I'm struggling to get past this one, I will do this once, just to keep making progress. Indeed, these fish will spawn at night, so I guess if your base is underwater, they become a problem. Okay, I'm gonna turn around here. It's a bit rough, considering that some enemies have built up. Heal. There might be a hotkey to heal. There probably is. I should remember what it is. AKA, go check. Hey guys, take that. Also notice the lack of AoE weapons. And the large group of enemies that I have to deal with. One enemy at a time. Oh man, and there's no iframes either. So these like chains of bullets, they all they all hit you. All right, there we go. It's just like that. Today I need to do a lot of things though. AKA upgrade this defense so that it's functional. I believe I need more coral. Like, I have plenty of the fish, whatever they are, but, Oh, I don't really. Anyway, finally made it through. Save there. Okay. So I need weapons. Mainly this one that I want. Oh, coral. Okay, I need more coral anyway. Let's go back underground. I'm still kind of low on health. Let's check that. Does not look like there's a hotkey. Okay. Well, that's. I'll just remember this is where the healing potion is. And I'm following the water down here to look for coral. Here we go. Remember, never harvest everything. I guess I could harvest the glowing stuff. I guess I'm going straight down. The thing is that there's even more difficult enemies down here if I circled that night. Let's try to avoid new enemies this time. These guys are fine. I'll probably need more coal, so I'll grab some of this. The whole thing, I don't know. It's kind of a ton. Actually, I can spend my time actually doing something important. Okay, here's the lower layer of the caves. And looking for new resource. Nothing so far. I think there's some copper. Yeah, some copper here. I don't think I really need this too much, but I'll grab it. Here it is. Okay. 2. Oh shoot, I need coral. Did I get enough to... No. Okay. And just... Okay. I don't see any big pockets of water though. Maybe... No. Shoot. Sometimes you find like big portions of the caves that are flooded. Like this would be flooded if there wasn't dirt at the bottom. It was all stone. Here maybe? This looks kind of promising. Okay, here, yeah, here's some. Okay, now I can mine the aluminum. I don't have time for any of you. That's iron. Okay, these are the new enemies. Do I want to anger them yet? I feel like I don't. Like if I can barely take on the red fireflies, I don't know about any of the stronger enemies than that. But I should be able to make some stronger turrets. I don't know if I'll get enough aluminum though. I'll try to see how much I can get without fighting anything, which is kind of difficult, but I can quick save. You kind of see how you can abuse this. Quick save, take some stupid risk. Doesn't matter if you die, just reload the last save. Okay. Not going in that direction. I don't need more iron. I might need copper. These guys do let you upgrade your armor. So like every enemy has some important drop. Some important item they drop. Like these guys, I believe they let you make better health potions, maybe? He's just gonna dig through that. But I have some time. Actually, they seem a bit stupid. Although it would suck if I got stuck in here with that guy. With that dog. I also want to make the base a little bit wider because enemies would show up. Because like the Gatling turrets, they have a certain area that they can see. Oops, I didn't want to fall down here. No, I did not want to do that. Yeah, let's just leave. Guess I got enough. But I think next day I will actually fight those enemies. Because hopefully I'll have a good enough defense. Actually let's go up this way. On this side. still kind of avoiding combat. I guess maybe that's a problem. Like a one way to judge like a combat system is like, do you want to fight enemies? When you're just coming across random enemies across the game, are you interested in fighting them? I guess in this case, I wouldn't mind fighting them. Like, there you go, there's an item. They do drop important items. I guess the turtle looking dudes, I don't really need what they drop anymore. I guess it's more like you have a very strict time limit and you want to do other things and enemies might just get in the way. But sometimes fighting the enemies is your goal, you know, they drop an item that you need, so you really don't mind fighting them. Make more health potions too. Here's some flowers that are growing. Clear out the trees to give them more space. Hopefully. I don't know if that works. Okay. I want to make more of this. Concrete. And laser turrets. I can also make the sniper rifle, which sure. And there's a bunch of other stuff here that kind of isn't relevant. I think these heavy turrets. Yeah, I can only make 2 of them. But actually, I think that's good because I want to make my defense more concentrated. Oh, so actually, just replace these weapons. Sniper rifle and laser. I'll actually keep both of these here. I still want to use the shotgun. It's not a good weapon at this point, but it's still the best for movement. I guess sniper rifle is kind of decent. But I can actually alternate between both of these. If I want to jump really high, that's as high as I can jump with both of the weapons combined. That's really neat. So on this side, I'll extend it by 1 block. And on this side by 2 blocks. And I don't know if I want to have it add any like height to this. I think that if I get more repair turrets, I will kind of layer that up. For now, I think I'll just do this. And these turrets are like several times stronger. Actually, I can just see right here. Much more health. Much more damage. They shoot a little bit slower though. But just like those other turrets, they die so quickly. Maybe. Ooh, I have an idea. Maybe if I. Okay, 1 more block forward. And something like this. Maybe a little bit further out. Some of the enemies will want to like stay, like maybe the flying enemies will want to come in down here and then get attacked by the Gatling turrets. But also that means that if all the enemies are coming into one spot, they're going to be targeting the first turret. And this guy has a lot less health. 75 instead of 120 or 150, half as much health. So maybe these guys should be in front. But also I think they have pretty long range. We'll see. Maybe I'm dead here, but I also have much better weapons. So sniper rifle, long range, high damage, that's great. Laser, what is this called? Laser gun. Very creative weapons. It's piercing and it doesn't have a cooldown, so I can just fire indefinitely and look at this. You know, I probably could have survived with just this weapon upgrade. So I guess some of the flying enemies are coming in from above. But I can still deal with them. A little bit of piercing on this weapon. Super useful. As I said earlier, I had no AoE at all. And this laser gun is exactly that. Super good when there's big storms of enemies. So that's why I kind of wanted to extend this platform. Just to have a longer like line of enemies to shoot down. Looks like I could use the sniper rifle a little bit more too. I don't think it's as good in terms of DPS. It's just like the range is really nice. And also high damage is good for enemies with defense. These sound effects are really funny. Okay, there we go. So today, kind of want these. These let you like see the forces on a block. So if you're building a structure, you can see which blocks need the most support. I think more aluminum. The better repair turrets, really important, but also they consume energy, and it's actually really hard to get energy. Of course, there's solar panels, but that doesn't work at night when you actually want the energy. So you want this hydroelectric power generator, which means I actually would prefer. I would like to have a huge like lake nearby, which I did have a lake. This area here, this used to be a lake. And so I drained it. So I guess I should rebuild this, or I guess plug this back up, and then set up hydroelectric power. But I think that'll be a little bit later. Let me reload, and let's just go straight down. Was there? Yeah, there's coil right here. That would have been more convenience. Okay, I will drown if I keep going. Oh yeah, so the way that crit damage works, I really like. I think it's it adds double the damage of your weapon, ignoring defense. I think that's the way it works. So if you have a weapon that does 10 damage, a crit will do 30. And if the enemy has 5 defense, then the original projectile gets reduced by 5, but then the crit will still do 20 damage, so then it'll do 25 damage. So it can actually make some weaker weapons effective against high defense enemies. But only a little bit. You still want the high damage weapons, of course. So let's actually grab some... Actually, do I need coal? Solar panel. This thing that I never used. Lightning mine. Steel platform. I guess I can use wood, right? Oh, these turrets? Okay, it is useful. These basic turrets require coal. That's good enough for a reason. So the main goal for today is to get a ton of aluminum and maybe take on some of those enemies too. Better armor would be nice. More of those turrets would be nice. Then after that, what is it? Not entirely sure. You don't recover your breath instantly. You do have to stay out of the water for a little bit. Just like ton more of that coal. Let's go straight down here. Or maybe I should go more like horizontal. These enemies are still kind of tough. There we go. They've been added to the power defense. To the nighttime enemies. Ow. It still kind of take a while. These weapons, well, they are pretty big upgrade after, you know, I wasn't fighting them at all before. So I'm pretty sure aluminum is like the most common item that you use for crafting stuff. Ow. Okay, that's a bad. Don't do that. There we go. The black dweller shell. Those are I need those for armor. There's some copper up there. Oh, there. Okay, there's an area down here. Okay, these guys are a little bit stupid. With their pathfinding. This is a bad place to be. I want to see the weapon's fire rate. It's kind of indicated by the red thing that shows up when you shoot. And as that goes up higher, the fire rate slows down. So you kind of fire in bursts. Fire quickly and then you wait for it to recharge, you know. So this is black grass, and there's usually mushrooms here too. I don't know if they grow with around this much water. That might be preventing them from growing at all. Already halfway through the day. So that, I might be able to check. Oh no. So if I wanted to make the rocket launcher, I could, if I collected more of that grass. That's funny. I usually never make the rocket launcher because these areas are kind of rare. This black dirt. Yeah. Kind of hard to find it sometimes. Kind of how it is with the random generation. Some biomes you just may never come across them in your playthrough, and you just kind of miss out on a few items because of it. But usually that doesn't happen in this game because most structures are super consistent. If you want to find an item, go to the same place in the world every time and you'll find it. It's just that this black dirt area randomly spawns in a few places across the world. So you may find it, you may not. I think one more vein of aluminum. Oh, let's not die again. Here we go. Tactile potion. I accidentally switched into the weapon that has no knockback at all. Great idea. Okay, like 60. Oh, there's even more. Yeah, this is actually kind of a huge vein. They're taking damage down there from something. Maybe they're drowning. Nothing? Just a dead end? Thank you. I think I'm getting lucky with the crits. I'm just like choosing to deal like 100 damage per shot. And can I make the upgraded armor? No, I'd have to find one more. I kind of want to get that. But I guess like you don't need armor for the tower defense. It's more useful for exploration. Whatever, I'll just head back. It's kind of late. This game you can see the time. There's the clock down here, so that's a difference from Clean Fall. It does let you have plan out your run, your days a little bit better. If you go down till half the day, then that's when you return. Then you should have enough time. Oh, there we go. That guy dropped the last one that I need. That's very convenient. One may think it's suspicious. I'm not doing a speedrun though. Okay, I'm just going the wrong way. If I never need coal, just come down here. There's an infinite supply. Okay, I guess I'll just dig straight up. Wait for like, 5 hours into this playthrough, and I'm like, I need like 200 coal for some reason. Well, time to go down to that area. Mine literally everything. And it's raining again. It'll always be raining on this planet. Do you have an explanation for the water? Okay, well, thank you. What if it'd be a good idea to seal this off? Because that would mean all of the enemies are concentrated on the sides. But that's exactly, it'd be easier for my turrets to focus on all of them. And me with the laser gun. Or I could actually seal off one side completely. All the enemies would, well, it would depend on if they decide to dig through the one side or go all the way around. They may choose to take the path of least resistance. Here's the upgraded health potions. Actually requires these red ferns. But these turrets are the main reason. Actually, yeah, let's do this. Wish I could create more repair turrets. I can only make one. I guess that's useful, right? Maybe if I do something like this. There we go. That's what I want to set up. So I want the heavy turrets in the front because they have the most health. And maybe I should move the repair turret further so that two of them can focus on the front turret. I think we're holding up. This laser turret is super good, or this laser gun. When in doubt, spam 20 turrets. And eventually you just get to the point where you just AFK at night. Like, your turrets do everything for you, if you want. I guess you could choose to make the game more interesting for yourself. Don't over-prepare for the nights, and then you'll actually have to put in effort to stay alive. Or I guess if you want, you can grind for like 20 turrets and just be completely safe. And repair turrets too, they're important. I guess I should prepare for that. Okay, so here's the plan. Do I have more stone? I had a little bit, not enough, but I guess I'll get the rough shape. Maybe like here. What are you doing? Take a little bit to dig out. I need to just dig some stone to make concrete. Which you think that I'd have stone with how much I was digging down there, but that was mainly for the aluminum and coal. Did I mine any coal? I guess just aluminum, but now I don't have any stone. So gotta go down and do that again. But this, I think I'll have a dam here. If I block this up, it won't, like, water will still go to the dirt, but some of it should build up. And then I can set up a hydroelectric power. And that will power the healing, the repair turrets. I think these are the best. I don't know if there's like stronger repair turrets than this one. You think that there would be. I mean, we're not too far into the game. It's still very much the early game, but water detector. We're starting to get more of this radioactive blood, which this is dropped from enemies at night. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So in order to progress, oh, okay. I understand. So save a little bit of time here. Let's build a tower. Maybe I can just build it right here. I mean, I already have a little bit of a support. And platform. Can I make this jump? I didn't even jump. Okay. Try that again. These platforms don't weigh anything, by the way, so they aren't compromising the structure. Okay. What are you fish doing in here? The only like little spot of water for them to spawn in, and they do. So now this stuff spawns in. This gas rock. Oops. Okay, let's be careful. So like you don't need to build your towers too high. Whoops. Let's just go all the way around the other side. If you could jump really high with your movement. Hold up, I'll put this one closer. I think I should be able to make this jump. Yeah, and I can build this out a little bit to make that easier in the future. And we're just going to be collecting a bit of this. I don't know how much I need. I guess only 2, right? For anything else, perhaps? Not yet. So I guess I'm done here already. Now, minor spoilers, if you care. There's a boss up here, which I'm not ready to fight. So I'm not going to go too much further than this, but I will return to fight this boss. Actually, see the white flowers are right here. If I wanted to get those, I think it's based on elevation. So on the other side of the world by that mountain, or I guess the volcano. I'm getting rid of this. This is kind of like, I mean, if I want to get back up there, I'll have to build the tower again, of course. But I'm fine with that. And then okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's a bit of water building up already, but it's gonna go away soon. I'm gonna need to surround this entire thing with concrete to prevent the water from leaking out. And also the amount of power that you get from a hydroelectric generator, it's based on the depth of the water, or maybe the pressure. I guess it's the same thing, but I'm gonna have to make that a lot deeper. Anyway, down we go. And here we are. Can I? This is actually very difficult. Oh shoot! Did I just drop all of those into the ocean? Wait, oh no, I just did this. So this is the ocean at the bottom of the world. If you wonder where all the water is going when it rains, it goes here. These are stronger bats, but I'm not worried about them. I think my defense is good for quite a while with all those heavy turrets. Just gonna make sure that I have a way to get out. So I'm gonna need to return to the surface soon. This is cool. Hello. Welcome to the stream. This is Dig or Die. If you're familiar with Terraria, it's kind of like that. Oh, shoot. Hello. I just fell down a huge chasm, and we're at the bottom of, yeah, we're at the bottom of the world, and it's an ocean. And we're looking for some fish. And sharks. There's sharks here too. I'm not worried about angering these enemies because there's no water near my base. Train world physics? You mean water? There's water everywhere. There's no like physics or procedural animation with the enemies, of course. They're very simple, but it does rain a ton, so you're not wrong about that. It is a rainy world out here. I mean, here's the fish that I'm looking for. I think I need 3 of those regen organs, which is actually, I don't know if I can get that today. I'm gonna have to return to the surface soon. Any more prana? I definitely can't use that weapon on them. Okay, there's one more. I can check, I can check. I need 5. I don't think I'm getting that today. The best thing about this game is moving with the recoil from your weapons. It's something that I'm basically doing constantly. I think it's a lot of fun. Because the weapons, especially the shotgun, has a ton of recoil. And you can use it to launch yourself around. Okay, I'm gonna return to the surface before I get swarmed. So at night, a bunch of enemies spawn, and it's not like there's slightly more enemies than normal. No, it's like bunches of them, so I need to get back. And you can kind of climb the side of this chasm, especially if you have a few platforms. Let's do this. No, okay, there we go. Nope, shoot, I can't drop my health potions down. Okay, that's a time loss. Don't ignore me being bad at platforming. Aluminum. I'll have to dig, or I'll have to mine this later. So I don't want to. Okay, I should swap these around like that. You can build things quite far away from your character. I didn't even need that platform. So it's not too hard to, let's do the sniper rifle. Yeah. You can alternate between your sniper rifle and shotgun to get the recoil from both of them. And it's like crazy how much height you can get if you optimize it. Like that. Almost 30 seconds till night. We're almost at the surface. Final challenge, get past the bridge that I built. Okay. I'll just dig through. I need to get back to base. It's not too far away, but also it's kind of far away. I think I'll be fine. Yeah, it's right here. I love these platform games that let you just jump across water like it's nothing. Alright, we're back again. I'll need to go a lot faster next time. So I basically upgraded the bats that show up at night, but they're still not too bad to deal with. Maybe I should get some lights. Do I have any lights? I do. I only had one. quickly make another. Don't mind the chaos, just lighting up the place. Actually, I think the bats replaced the ranged flying guys, the fireflies. So I've actually kind of made it easier for myself. That's funny. So there used to be guys that shot ranged attacks, but now it's just these guys on the ground, the dwellers. I can deal with. Okay, I shouldn't be the tank. These turrets have more health than me. By a lot. They're actually doing a lot of damage to the floor. Make sure that's repaired. Also, please don't destroy that turret. It's very expensive. Okay, we're immediately going to rush back. Well, actually, hold up. We can spend a little bit of time. I'll just return to the quick save. I can make these. They require power though. So, okay, I've actually got quite a lot more stone. This is not deep enough at all. I may just have this at— oh, here's the sharks that spawned in at night. They can't dig though. Be gone. Yeah, sure, line up for the laser. I mean, this doesn't really matter. I might make this a bit wider and then really deep, like right here. Like in this one spot, just dig like way down and then put the generator like at the bottom. So I don't need to make this too much deeper overall, just that one bit where the generator is. I think that would work out. But anyway, I'll do that later. I'm not angering any new enemies, so I think I don't need the new generator. Yeah, goodbye, fish. I don't actually care about killing you. The enemies that spawn at night don't drop the items that the enemies normally do. So these guys, right, they drop the energy gem, but not the ones that spawn at night. They just drop radioactive blood. It's a bit dangerous, isn't it? Radioactive blood? I mean, I guess that's like why they're like angry all the time. They're monsters, but it seemed also harmful to me. And we're basically just here to find those fish. Need to kill a handful. Well, actually quite a lot, because I also need the— well, do I? Yeah, I also need them for the repair turrets. Grab some coral too. There's a guy down there, but he's gonna be difficult to get to. Okay, there's one more. I didn't cover my breath all the way. I will try to get this guy. Okay. Critical hits do help. The fish float up to the surface when they die, so I assume that they're all dead if they're at the surface, but sometimes it is a living one, and they're just trolling me. Let's just totally missed that one. The laser turret barely does enough damage to overcome their regen. I also don't know what these bat sonars are for. I guess I can check. Oh, did I not make the upgraded armor? I guess not. It doesn't look like anything requires it now, but maybe the next level will. I mean, I'm sure that every item has some use to it. It's probably like some potion. So I think a good amount of these to get would be like 9. So I can have 2 repair turrets. There's not many sharks. I was surprised. I guess I'm getting lucky. Way more piranhas than sharks. Come back. Oh, I need that. Also, these okay, I need to wait for this to recharge. And here's a shark. Okay, that's enough. I think I might return to base already. I guess I mean it's quite early in the day. Yeah, these are tree logs or water trees. Tree logs. Yeah, just regular trees. Nothing unusual about them. Don't mind that they're at the bottom of the world. Sometimes I think about exploration games and how can you make exploration actually enjoyable? What is the appeal of exploration? To like discover new things. Like there's plenty of games and other media out there that are about new places, you know. So, you know, most environments you've already seen before. And it's really hard to come up with a completely unique idea that isn't like completely unusual or like alien-like, you know. So you discover a new place and it's like, oh, I've already seen this before. Okay, what else is there maybe? Maybe, I guess for a game, like it could be some sort of item, just like some reward, like, oh, I found this place and there's a really good item here. Or maybe just like more content, like a new variety of enemies and like bosses or equipment that you can find. I think I had a good example recently of a game that had a really good exploration. Okay, I think this would be good. I forget what it is though. Maybe Plain Fall, which was what inspired me to play this game again. But Plain Fall had a crazy environment, but I guess there's only one direction to go, so like it's inevitable that you're gonna discover that. It's not like you are curious, like I wonder what's over here. It's like you're gonna go down, and you know. It's not like you're going out of your way to like make a discovery or just to like find new things. Like that's just how it is. So it doesn't really feel that unique. Oops. Okay, my cursor went across my character and I started shooting backwards. I can't imagine playing this game and not using recoil. And I wonder if anyone played the game like that. And I think the answer has to be yes. That must be so different. It takes so long to get back up from this chasm. Maybe that means the world is too big. They could have made the world just a little bit shorter, and you wouldn't have to climb up this whole chasm. But I also kind of like the feeling of like jumping down the chasm and just falling so far down. Also, I think I need more of your whatever you drop. Ears? It looks like they're ears, yeah. Bat sonar. Also, these things are used to make health potions. Maybe I could bring back some of this dirt to grow the red ferns on. There we go. I believe I just need one more. Yes. So okay, here's an interesting thing. These glasses that I just made, they let you see the forces on things. So you can see that it's all getting concentrated on this block. But then once they start dissipating some of the force onto the iron supports, then they get a bit better. So if you want to build like really high towers or bridges, that's a way to optimize it. Oh, you can see how much the water level has increased from the map updating. I don't want it to be up to my base though, so maybe I'll expand it a little bit. There's a limit to how fast I can drain through the dirt. That makes sense. But this will speed up when I get to the dirt. Stone takes a while, but I need more stone for concrete, pretty much constantly. Actually, Core Keeper, minor spoilers for like endgame areas, but like some of the new environments are actually pretty unique. In the early game, it's like underground cave, but with like stone instead of dirt, and with clay instead of stone or dirt. And then like a forest, and then a ocean, you know. But I think the last two areas are more unique. Especially the last area's enemies, which I think were very surprising, especially compared to the lack of variety of enemies in the rest of the game. I don't think I got any other upgrades, so I'm just gonna do this as normal. So actually, I want to look at my Steam library. I feel like I'm missing a game. No, I'm not. I don't know, maybe I just made that up. But when I think about a game like Breath of the Wild, I don't think the exploration is very exciting. Because there are plenty of little things to do here and there, like the Koroks, or like random puzzles, or finding shrines, you know, which are more puzzles. I guess if you love puzzles. But you know, it's like the whole world is kind of scattered with these little mini games, essentially. And you know, similar things apply to Tears of the Kingdom. But when I think about the environment, most of Hyrule is like a big like forest or like plains or like mountains. And that's it. And like I've seen those before, so I'm not like inspired to explore just to see more mountains or forests. And at some point, the shrines get kind of repetitive. I'm sure like if you really like puzzles, it's not a problem, but I think someone described this when talking about Tears of the Kingdom, but with the puzzles in that game, there's a very long delay between solving a puzzle and actually finishing the puzzle. Those are different things. One is thinking through the puzzle and thinking, oh, I know how to solve this. And then actually doing the solution and going through all the steps and the whole process, that can take quite a while because of like the mechanics in Tears of the Kingdom. Kind of finicky to deal with, but you know. It may mean that the time that it takes to solve or to finish a shrine is actually a lot longer than it takes to solve the shrine. So you're spending a lot of time doing kind of tedious stuff because you solved the puzzle like 5 minutes ago, but you're still kind of messing around with actually getting it to work. So like the physics or whatever. Or you can decide to just cheese the whole thing with recall. That is an option too. Okay, upgraded auto builder, and we've just unlocked a whole lot of stuff. I actually do need these black mushrooms. Which I know where to find them, so that's good. Better flash. Okay, these start to need these crystals, which I do not have access to yet. I can make this already. Rebreather, that gives me better underwater breathing, so that's automatically useful. You can toggle it off. I don't know why you'd ever want to turn off better underwater breathing. Here's logic gates. Or are they logic gates? Yes, here's the logic gates. Here's the other stuff. So I guess if you want to make some contraptions, you can, but it's not really useful in this game. There's a whole lot of stuff here. I can't really engage with any of it. But this is like the next big step in progression. I think the first thing to do will be to get those mushrooms though. And this. Which I guess means I should fight the boss. Yeah? Uranium. And also this, which is dropped by the Mad Crab. So there's two bosses I think that I need to fight, which are the first, do I have this? Is this necessary? Not really, but it's kind of cool. You can see what percentage of water is in the ground, and then what the pressure is underwater. So actually, I think the first thing I should do, get this, and let's make that the rest of this dam. There's tons of concrete. Never have enough. So I dug this out. Wait, did I dig this out and then reset the save file? Okay, I'm very smart sometimes. Guess I'll do it again. But I have the rebreather this time. I don't. Okay, do that. Do this. Okay. And the crits coming in clutch. Okay, now we can spend much more time down here and actually digging. And I've also noticed that actually maybe I did finish it. I guess it's not a problem if it's deeper. But more enemies are spawning on the right side of my base compared to the left side. Because I think the water is preventing them from spawning. Or if like an enemy does spawn, it's an underwater enemy and they are harmless. So the dam is actually kind of making tower defense easier. Or maybe just like more enemies are spawning on the other side to compensate. I'm not sure. I'm gonna dig this out a little bit further. So to make it, if you want to generate more power, you should make it deeper. If you want to generate power for longer, you should make it wider. Then it will hold more water. Because, you know, having the dam active will consume power, or consume water. Let's do this now. I should not use the shotgun ever for combat. And I'm gonna make this. Oh, I can't. It's because it's right. You can only place dirt like when there's a background. So I should make this. I should make this work. Right now, or else it'll flood. So a few things that I want to make. A switch. Some wires. Where do I make wires? Here. Oh shoot. Make this. Make a door. And The rest on fires. Okay. So now, actually here, I'll dig this deeper. Down here. Okay. Also, let's not let the water drain already. I'll put it here. So now water's flowing, it's generating power. Yes. But I want to set up a switch so I can turn on the door, and this door will let water through or not. So there we go. So now I can actually, you know, I don't want it to drain immediately. I'm also going to dig this out, so if it overflows, it can drain down here. Because I don't want like this entire area to flood. I'm out of platforms. I guess this will just be filled with fish. And I should seal this up too. Thank you guys. So I need 2 wires here. One of them will be with the switch. Let's see if this works. Yeah, let's not waste too many wires. If I put the switch, oh, I need power for this. Oh wait, can I just do? Signal generator. Oh shoot, I used up all my copper. This is what I need for the door. Okay, I'll just do it manually for now. This wire will actually carry all the power. I think you can just build this wherever you want. Or no, you do need to be on a block. Okay. So I just have that running underneath the whole base. And now I can create some of these. I can make 3 of them. And I think they also have longer range. Okay, my inventory is getting a bit cluttered. I don't need these anymore. Can I hold up? Can I? Okay, these don't even need to be in my hotbar to work. I want to put this here though in case I want to deactivate it. Same with this one. Okay, there we go. That clears up some space. But see, this is a much larger radius. So I can actually put them all in the center. And I might as well still use the small repair turrets, right? Why not? And then just connect these guys to power. And at night, I can turn on the dam, generate some electricity for... Poor dude. And I don't think I have enough time in the day to do much else. I might want to run down and try to grab a little bit of copper. I will attempt that. Now in Terraria, when you want to get to the bottom of the world, usually you build an elevator down to hell. I don't know if I want to do that because fall damage is there's no way to get rid of fall damage. I guess if you had a pool of water at the bottom, that would work. I feel like I wouldn't trust it though. Am I confident that that pool of water will always be there to break my fall? I guess it probably would. Boom. Any mushrooms? Any mushrooms? One mushroom. Okay, I'll just put it back so it can spread, but that's not great. Any copper, actually, that's what I'm looking for. Not iron, not coal, not you. Okay, one piece of copper. I guess that's fine. I'll take that. And I need to get back really quickly. Shame that there's no mushrooms there, but I know there's more areas so I can find mushrooms, or I can try to grow them. Maybe I should also try to grow some of the resources that you use to make health potions. Always have it because I'm almost out of health potions by now. You may have noticed, but I haven't been needing to use them because I made my defense way better. Okay. Will this work? If I set up a static signal, this won't actually provide power. Can I place it? Get out of the way. Why can I not place this anywhere? Hold up, I need to activate this, which means I'll have to deal with the sharks. Okay. Here we go. And these guys do have power. Do they? Yes. I'm concerned if they stop rotating. That means that they're not working, but they are. I can probably just relax with these better repair turrets. But I'll try to get that switch to work. Can I like place it here? Okay, I can place it when there's a background. Okay, that's why. And we're just chilling. Quite a difference from a few nights ago. This is day 9. I do wonder how you would speedrun this game. Like, would you even... Like, I'm not doing anything right now, and I could be. I could be moving, I could be trying to collect resources. Would that be too risky? Would you try to not anchor enemies? Because, like, I imagine our spawn's completely replaced, because I'm not seeing any, like, normal enemies, right? It's all the nighttime enemies. So if I went to a dangerous area, let's say hypothetically, I only angered... Or I didn't anger any enemy. It was just the basic ones, right? And I went to a really difficult area at night. Would it only be the easy enemies that spawn? That could be a potential strategy. Although I'm not too good in this game, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. But if I just wanted to like do a quick playthrough and like kind of skip through the boring parts, I guess you could say. Also, maybe I should turn this off. It's a little bit distracting. It's not really relevant information right now. So okay. Let's say I put the switch... how far can I make this wire? Oh shoot, I can't actually... Okay, I can't put this in a bad spot. Let's put the switch here. Get away from me. Oh, okay. The way that I did this wrong. Ugh, this is annoying. If I put like supports here, Okay, I don't know why that almost broke the wall. No, I can't even build on these. Okay, hold up. This will take a little bit of time to set up. I want to switch here, and it's static power here. Connect these, connect these. So now I can flip this switch to activate or deactivate the dam, right? Also, I need to connect to this wire. So if I flip that switch, wait, did I even place the switch? Oh, hold up. I think am I using the wrong kind of switch? Yeah, this is like, this pushes for a moment. But I think I want one that holds it. I feel like I've done this before. I don't know why I forgot about that. So I'd want this one. I don't have enough copper to make any of these anyway. Ugh. Okay. I guess I'll just do it manually. It's not a huge deal. I can just hop down here and open the door. Anyway, I just like wasted the whole day doing that. So let's reset back to here. And we can try to make some progress. I think I might try to fight a boss today. Because what are the things that we need next? Mushrooms, I can get those pretty easily. But also, jetpack would be nice. All the other items would require me progressing to the next area, which I think is not... my defense isn't ready for that. I would want better turrets first. I guess the repair turrets help a lot, but these laser turrets and the Gatling laser would be super useful. Oh, these black energy gems. These are from those fireflies that I saw up in the mountain. Yeah. Which would actually be... Wait, I can make this right now. Okay, actually, change of plans. Okay, I keep resetting back here. I should have made another quick save, but let's go this way. We're just gonna... hold on, let me turn off the dam first. Don't mind me, sharks. Just passing by. And we're going down here again. Okay. We're gonna fight a boss. They shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really worried, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. And I'll set a quick save like here. Wait, was that copper? Yes. Oh no, it wasn't. I am gonna look for copper because I want to fix that. Fix the little situation we have going. Anyone over here? A few bats. Alright, hello. Is that... oh no, they have defense. Okay, they have a lot of defense, so I think the sniper rifle's the best option here. I hope they don't regen either. I'm not sure. can swim. And they're down here in the ocean. I like how the ocean is just at the bottom of the world. That's just how it is, you know? Like, oh yeah, the ocean? You mean like down there in the cave? I think that's neat. If you're wondering what's at the edge of the world, it's just nothing. There's just like, it just stops going, you know? There's nothing particularly of note over there either. What assassin crit chance? I think there's like a set like 5% chance or something like that, and then you can buff it with potions. But there's not really any like equipment. Like there's no armor or accessories that I can equip to increase the chances. It's like a potion, and that might just be it. I really like the laser here. Piercing. Let's actually head back. Don't mind me. Just going this way. Very engaging boss fight. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. Like these enemies are spawned in by the boss, so they drop radioactive blood. Otherwise, you could farm bat stuff, like the bat sonar, really easily. Like if there's ever any way to spawn in 1,000 enemies, they're probably not going to drop their normal items, and that makes sense. And also, it'd be unfortunate if you killed the boss, then you couldn't do that anymore. Okay, I actually want to use a sniper rifle though against this guy. This is one of the bosses that I sometimes forget to fight, and then by the time I do fight them, they're way too easy. Because you do unlock some weapons that are quite a lot stronger. Yeah, this actually might be a little bit dangerous if I can't get around the boss. I'm pretty sure they deal a lot of contact damage. I don't want to test it. But they're basically dead. Goodbye. Okay, this is the edge of the world. So yeah, it just stops. Gotta get back though. There's some aluminum on the ceiling that I saw during the fight. Or maybe yeah, up there. I want to mine that. Because you can never have enough aluminum. And maybe I'll look at those dark caves, or whatever they're called. I don't know what they call the areas with the mushrooms. I'll check if any mushrooms have grown there, or if I'll need to like plant them there. I guess these guys I should fight for making repair turrets. And if I had a jetpack right now, or actually, I think a biome would have spawned here, but it got cut off by the chasm. That's kind of unfortunate. I think on the other side, yeah, it keeps going a little bit. And there are mushrooms here, but most of the mushrooms are dead. Oh no, there's plenty. There's plenty. Okay, what are you guys doing here? I think this is your natural habitat or something like that. That's a crazy idea. Oh, wait, can I make this right now? I want to move this all the way over here again. I need more gold. So that rare metal detector I really like because it makes rare items super easy to find. Specifically a handful of really rare ores. And I like that. It can make them feel rare and like kind of hard to get, but it's not too hard to find them either. And you need to fight that boss to get the ability to to do that. I'll look for a bit more copper or gold. Here we go. I mean, I feel like I don't really need much more copper than this, but I guess for the future, it's nice to have. But mainly I should return to my base. It is a little bit, you know, you can't really explore for that long, because eventually you're going to have to return to your base at night, unless you want to try to deal with them, you know, without all your turrets to help. Okay, there's tons of mushrooms here. So that won't be a problem. And now I'm leaving definitely at this time. Lots of bats. I kind of wonder that there's not too much enemy variety in this game. And I understand that is a problem, more or less for some people, but I don't really mind it too much because what would new enemies look like? What would their behavior be? Timed exploration. I especially understand for Rain World because you want to explore, you want to discover what's out there in the world, but then it's like, oh, I don't want to go too far away from my shelter. Because then you die and you lose karma, so... I guess it's the same for this game, but days are pretty long and you at least know the time, always. And you're always returning to the same base, you know, you never want to. You're never looking for a shelter that may or may not be there. But I think in order for the tower defense system to work, it needs to be like this. Like, that's how the game wants to be. It wants to be a little bit more challenging. Because you only have one day to upgrade your equipment in order to face on the next tier of enemies, essentially. Wait, hold on. How much power is this generating? 10? Oh, that's plenty. I only have like 3 repair turrets that are using power. I think it's one each. I might as well look. I can't really. Okay, I'll remove one turret. What can I craft? I need to find gold for this, which will help me find more gold. I can make a rocket launcher. I don't think I want to do that. This, I'm pretty sure that will destroy the environments, which means it's not great to use against regular enemies. Especially around my base, but even then, it's like just kind of annoying to deal with. Like you end up destroying a whole lot of stuff when you don't want to. I wonder if this was ever useful. This requires 5 gold, which is a ton. That's a lot of gold for one turret that requires electricity. But maybe it's super strong. I haven't really used it ever. Oh, this weapon. I guess I should use this. Yeah, why not? And the upgraded miniaturizer. So this weapon, the overcharged plasma gun, it's basically just huge Oh shoot. Okay, let's not recoil myself into the enemies, but it's just like one very high damage projectile with a ton of recoil. Just from one projectile, yeah. I will try to use it, but it's situational. You know, I don't even know if like maybe I could leave that on the entire day and it wouldn't even drain. I think I built this too high. And I want to make a few more. This bottom one should be what are these called? Iron support. Oh, that one's almost about to break. So this will be at the top. Actually, I can make this wood slider. Oh yeah, the plasma is also like kind of a movement upgrade. I mean, not that it's a huge deal. Like it's not like the Symmetroidvania, but you can jump higher with this plasma. Oops. Was it worth it? I don't think so. There's no island. Oh, there's an island over there. You can tell when there's I mean, there's no rain either. So these enemies will show up now at night. They're actually very dangerous. But I need these energy gems. I wonder what like structure is like the most, like the best for support. I don't know, and I haven't tested it too much. I believe there was a competition at some point to build like the highest power. Oh yeah, this is totally good enough. I can build a platform here, and there we go. A very interesting exploration, like having to build towers to go up these islands, because you can't fly yet. It's not like Terraria or Minecraft where you can just build a tower straight up, you know. Okay, there's a boss here. I actually think this is a really bad arena. I'm just out in the open. I have no defense. And they will destroy the environment. Hello. This boss is kind of just projectile spam. They're also very tanky. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Okay, I know of a way to fight this boss, but it's kind of a boring way. So I don't know if I want to do that. But also, I don't really see that strategy working. Because they constantly move down. Maybe if they like stayed up in the air, they probably should do that. More like float in the air instead of chase you down with a billion projectiles that. And no iframes. Sorry, here's the strategy. And it's the pit we will remain. And they will destroy these blocks, but I guess I could just replace them. or repair them. Yep, this works. Oops. Kind of alternating between the Sniper and the Plasma. If I hold up, I don't have the auto builder. Ow. Okay, don't destroy that. It's much softer. They might take. No, they're not. They see the open path and they want to take it. Just don't destroy my floor, please. That was the autosave. Oh shoot, this is gonna flood. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, it's pretty bad. Okay, just do that. Ow, I just jumped into some projectiles I couldn't see because it was raining. Oops, okay. I can still die very easily. But they're almost dead. Okay. Maybe the boss fights are a little bit boring. But let's actually recover these towers. I don't think I'll be returning. Maybe the combat isn't the greatest part. Well, I think that boss could be improved very easily just by making them not fly directly at you. If they stayed up in the air, it'd be more of a bullet hell, you know, you'd be trying to dodge. Or maybe if there's just any form of rain at all, because they destroy the floor very quickly. And you need to like repair the floor below you so they don't just fall off the island. Let me save here. But anyway, with that, I can make this. It means I can now fly. And if I wanted to, I could go really high up. Oops. And you can't, this does work with recoil too. And there's stuff up here, but we don't need to go there yet. How many black gems did I get? I believe I need more of these, yes. Jetpack slows you down a lot, so I don't want to have it on all the time. I need one more for the Gatling laser. Oh, shoot, this night is going to be difficult. Let's add a few more. I don't have enough coal. Well, that's fixed. Let's do this. And then I can set up a few more turrets. These guys might get shot down really quickly though. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Can I move the repair turrets to be in range? I can. I think I actually will do that. Because they're still in range of all the other turrets here, right? So they can repair these ones up here, but hey, they're gonna get destroyed so quickly. Maybe 2 turrets? I don't know, that feels like a waste of materials at that point. Or I could actually move the turrets closer to the center. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Do I want them that close? Maybe not. Maybe like this. There we go. And actually, I should think about maybe using a stronger material because. Okay, well I can't make any of these yet, but I could use reinforced concrete. I think I won't make too much. But like this part of the floor tends to get destroyed. And this one. And I think I might just wait till night because I don't really have time to do anything else. Maybe I can try to fix the Maybe this is what I'm looking for. Oh shoot, I have to remove all of these energy beds. Just putting a turret on every possible surface. Man, the Robocraft reference. Didn't expect it. Yeah, might as well put some SMGs on the side. My priority is these bugs. They are a big problem. And that turret's gone. Yeah, those are the weak throwaway turrets anyway. Oh shoot, hold up. Emergency. Turn that on, okay. There's the healing. Okay, I was wondering why that wasn't, they weren't repairing anything. But a few of my other turrets got destroyed, so that kind of did cost me something. Man, Robocraft makes me sad. Cause every few years, there's this one playthrough of Robocraft that's like over 100 episodes long, and I just watch the entire thing like every few years. And it starts from one of the very first versions of the game, like early, or actually I don't know when, but sometime in 2014. And it's such an interesting like archive of the history of the game, sort of, because he sort of explains a lot about how people feel about like updates. Like, here's a new update and the stuff that it adds, and here's what people feel about it, and here's what the meta is at this moment. And you know, it's really interesting to look at, but also it makes me sad because I come up with a bunch of ideas of things of how I would like to play the game. You know, like, oh, I would imagine if I could make a robot like that uses these weapons and does this and that, and or, like strategies that I could use in battles, and of course I can't. I can't do that because the game does not exist anymore. Oh, one of the Gatling turrets got destroyed too. I guess I'll, well, why not? I mean, it's pretty cheap. I just have so many ideas for things that I want to do in that game, and I just can't do it, of course. But I just want to place it there. Hello? Okay, something weird going on here. Was that a visual? I think it's a visual bug. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Flip flop. Bottom right is the output. If I do... So Sorry, this is probably totally wrong. Oh, I think that works. So if I connect this up. So that is open. Hit the switch. It's closed. Okay, this works. I think that there has to be an easy way to do this. But it works, so we're done with that. Anyway, the next stage of progression. I need crystals, gas rock up in the sky. A lot of crystals, yeah. A lot of things to do with crystals. Which means there's only one place to go. I kind of want, like, other things first, though. I don't know if I can do that all in one day, though. I think I'll have to wait. So I kind of struggled this night. They did take out a few turrets. So I just totally wasted that plasma. And I just love being able to do that with the recoil. Also, get rid of these. Like, I need to find gold, but it's quite rare. Or maybe, okay, maybe I don't need it. Let's just look for some uranium. There might be some down here. I think it tends to be at the bottom of the ocean. As, you know, where you tend to look for uranium. Everyone knows that. Don't mind the sharks. Okay, maybe I won't find any. It might be a little bit further down than what I can see immediately. Or maybe you can spawn in these rocks. I'm gonna look for gold. I need gold for a few things. But mainly for the ability to look for these rare metals. So there's like a cave system up here. I'll just check through this. I feel like difficulty has to change the health of enemies because I feel like everyone's really tanky. Although I don't actually know what hard mode changes. Copper. I don't think I care about copper anymore. Oh, that's gold. Oh wow, that was easy. Okay, we're done here. I think that's like the largest gold vein I've ever seen. Like usually you find like 1 to 3 pieces of gold in a vein. See, that's why the plasma is good. Just took out all those enemies. Now I can make the autosave. This one. So now there's some. Now I know where all the gold is. More importantly, I can look for uranium, which I believe this. Yeah, this does scan for that. It's right down here, and let me just block this off. So notice there's only a single block of water here, but look at how far it goes. Spread out that much from one block of water because it was like pressurized. Or not pressurized, it was compressed. This is also a lot of uranium. Usually these are more rare. Anyway, with that, what can I do? Oh, if I get one more dark energy gem, I can make this weapon, and it's basically the laser gun, but it's twice as good. So, you know, don't see any problems with that. And maybe just maybe, I want to have a look at this next area. Even though it takes forever to dig through this. Granite. Although I do need this to make stronger walls, so I might as well. I mean, it's the only option. Yeah, one of the earlier versions of the what were they called? Nano disruption. What the earlier versions, they did lock on the enemies, so you would make a plane to because normally the problem with like planes with SMGs is that it's hard to aim while you're flying, especially at other planes. But if your weapon auto aims, that's not an issue at all. You just fly roughly somewhere near an enemy and lock onto them and destroy them very quickly because they do quite a lot of damage. Then they got rid of that, so they were, yeah. I kind of realized one of the main things that's unfortunate about the game in its current, well, actually I don't really know anything about the game in its current state. Something that was such a big thing in the earlier versions was of Robocraft was the like kind of team dynamic, because each robot only had one turret, one type of turret, either SMG, plasma, rail, or nano destructors. You only had one weapon. Anyway, there's a bunch of ants down here. I'm not gonna kill any of them. And that means that if you were a healer, your one job was to heal your team. That's the only thing you could do. And you weren't particularly good at fighting because they're very short range, right? And if you're like SMG, like that was your one goal. You are the like offensive unit, you know? Okay, I'm gonna leave before these guys tunnel through the ground to get me. But I got a little bit of these crystals, which may be useful. I'm gonna make a little bit of an airlock here. I should probably use doors. Can I make doors? So one door here, and then one door here. So this will be my like airlock. It will let a little bit of water out each time, but I'm not worried about it. Anyway, I can use jetpack this time, and this will be much easier. Part of why I wanted to make the jetpack was just to get out of this pit sooner. But in a later update of the game, they made it so that each robot could have multiple turrets on it. So you could have nano disruptors and plasma and SMG if you felt like it, you know. And it meant that like anyone could do anything really if you wanted to. And also there were game modes where you could respawn. Yeah. If you're able to respawn, you don't really care about if you die or not, because you just respawn a bit later, right? So you could basically just charge into battle without caring too much. And if you die, you'll just respawn in a little bit. Before it was permanent, you know, you only had one life in a match. So you would really like be careful. You want to stay with your team. Stay with the healers were super valuable. Oh shoot, turn on the dam. I really need to remember to do that every time. The recoil is so absurd on that. It's a lot of fun for movement, but for combat it can actually kind of be a problem. Also, this is a little bit overwhelming. Not a problem. We have repair. So yeah, I'm aware of the new version. I think it's a little bit unfortunate that you can no longer play the first Robocraft 2. I think it would have been nice if they kind of kept that as a sandbox game. Because there definitely were people who enjoyed building in that. And it had some interesting physics, you know. That's one thing people really liked about it, that it had like a really good physics engine that worked with other robots too. And the building system was much more complicated, which I personally did not like at all for like combat. I mean, I only played that version of Robocraft 2 for like one day, and I was like, this is kind of just awkward and not at all like the Robocraft that I liked. I think it would be nice if that was like a sandbox game, so that they didn't need to like maintain servers for it. But the new RoboCraft 2 is essentially just RoboCraft 1. It's almost exactly like the same. Which I guess that's the point, you know. That's what everyone asked for. One of the changes that I noticed was every robot has a small shield now, which means that which I actually really like. Because normally, like, the moment you took damage, you would, like, be non-functional. Like, you'd, like, lose a wheel or, like, some of your weapons, or, like if you're playing, you lose one wing and you suddenly couldn't fly anymore. Like, some robots were super vulnerable. And, now you'll have a little bit more time to fight with your robot in its best condition, you know. And the glass cannons might be a little bit more viable. Of course, they're still going to have less shielding, but it means that you won't die instantly in one hit. It'll take a few hits to take you out, you know? If you're, like, one single gun on... this is something that I'm sure a lot of people didn't like about the game. I want to go up. But you could bring high-tier equipment into low-tier matches, as long as you made your bot tiny. And honestly, I thought it was a lot of fun. Maybe because I was a lot younger, but I'd messed around with that. I remember vividly, one time I went into a match with literally just a single plasma attached to the pilot seat, and that was it. That was my bot. And I would move around by using the recoil of the plasma. And I'm sure that my team hated it, because they would, like, spawn in, ready for a game, you know, they're probably trying, like, somewhat hard to win. And their teammate is a single plasma cannon. Probably wouldn't be happy about that. Whoops, I don't know why I removed my jetpack while I was falling. Oh, I can make a flashlight. Is that really worth spending my only crystals on? What did I need uranium for? Oh, it was for this. Okay, that's an upgrade to the... I feel like that should require you to have the laser gun, because now this is just irrelevant. I have a straight upgrade to it. Right, for laser turrets. These are probably like the next best turret by far. Super, super effective. But I need more... Okay, that will be the goal for today. I will try to get some laser turrets set up. Now we have much more damage. Yeah, I feel like that'd be really fun to, like, slowly refine a robot over many games as you figure out where to put the thrusters so that they don't get destroyed quickly, and you can maintain flights after, like, losing most of your ship. Or, like, try to balance. Like, I remember it used to be really quite difficult to build a plane because you need to balance everything, like the center of thrust and center of lift. Is that what they're called? So you'd, like, adjust the position of the wings, the position of your or no, it's the I mean, center of mass, of course, important too. You, like, adjust the balance of the whole ship, or where the thrusters are, where the wings are. But then you know it might work pretty well in practice, but then in a real game you, like, lose one wing and, like, start spawning out of control. So then you, like, try to adjust, like, okay, where can I put things so that they're, like, redundant, you know, like extra wings, maybe extra thrusters, where can thrusters, like, stay and they won't get destroyed quickly. And you have, like, a perfectly refined plane that can, like, survive a good amount of damage. But I remember one time in a later version of the game, I made a plane that was literally just, like, a pilot seat, or actually I don't even know if pilot seats were in the game, but, like, it was basically a stick with, like, 2 wings on it, and it was totally capable of flights. Because, like, they basically let you hover mid-air, perfectly level. It's like, where was the challenge in making this plane? There was nothing. Oh, you can actually see the clouds. That's neat. So if you really wanted to, you could make a bomber that essentially just hovers in place. That actually, I realized, watching this playthrough of the game, not the game, I mean, I guess so, but the series, yeah. I think the update where the heli blades were added, I think that's when the game started going down in quality. And I'm sure that content was added in those updates that people really enjoy. But I kind of realized that, like, to build a helicopter, how do you do that? How do you build a helicopter? Put the helicopter blades on any robot and it flies. Probably better than regular planes, they're just a little bit slower. And I think that that kind of, I realized that, like, in retrospect, that's kind of something that hurts the game for me. The fact that it was really easy to make a flying robot. Yeah, I never really figured out how to make a good robot for survival, like triforcing and like redirecting damage between components. Like, that's something that I never really figured out. The bots that were most effective for me were basically just big, like, blocks with wheels and guns, and that was basically it. Anyway, enough talk about that game. The game that I'm playing right now, I'm in a new area, so the ocean is not the bottom of the world, of course. There's this whole, like, crystal caverns area. Every single game either has, like, a fungal caverns or a crystal caverns, or both. I feel like I see these kinds of areas quite often. Do I want to anger these enemies? Probably. I can probably handle it. Especially if I really upgrade my defense, but I don't have much time left in the day. Actually, I'm going to make a checkpoint right here. And, yeah, I'll take you guys on. There's a black crystal down there, which I think I need for something. So I'll grab a few more of these and that, and... oh, there's one down there too. That's wonderful. But whenever I see a game like that, where you can build stuff, I always come up with a ton of ideas. Things that I would like to build. Like Mario Maker. For a while, I watched a bunch of Mario Maker. And I just came up with a list of just, like, things, like, levels that I'd make. And I do have the game, so I did do that. I did go and make those levels, but only if some of them I kind of just got tired at that point. But I mean, it was fun for a bit, but maybe I was a bit too ambitious with some of my ideas. But it's just, oh, hello, that just lost like half my health. Thank you. But it's just kind of sad with the game that, you know, you can't even play at all. I'm hoping that they make the new version correctly. They don't mess it up again. I feel like if they do just end up recreating the old version of the game, people are still going to be, like, disappointed in some way. Like, oh, this is just a copy of that version of the game. Or people are going to complain about, like, the balancing, the meta, you know, this and that. People, like, people had problems with the game. But I would like to just be able to play that old version again. That'd be nice. We gotta get back to my base and actually upgrade it quite a lot. I think jetpack's slowing me down. Don't fall into the piranha pit. Right, I don't know why I did that, because I just built the switch up here. More turrets. I would like 2... Oh, aluminum. I need 1 more. Oh, come on. Well, damn. Okay. I'll put it on this side because this side is more enemies than to show up over there. But the ants will be the biggest problem because they're quite tanky. But the laser turret should help out a lot. Actually, are they all melee? I think one of them had ranged attacks. Yeah, I think we're fine. There's so many ants over there. I did wonder how they could add more. Okay, I'm pretty confident there's not going to be any more updates for this game. The developer is working on a different game. And this one is quite old. But hypothetically, how could this game have better replayability? It's something that I've thought about. I've been thinking a whole lot recently. Because, you know, all of these Terraria-inspired games, they kind of take the same approach of, like, classes. That's what Core Keeper did, at least. They basically added in Magic and Summoner as classes, although they are very much underdeveloped and still need more content. Like, there's only, like, 3 summoning weapons in the entire game. Like, really? Like, you get halfway through the game and you already have the best summoning weapon. Like, and there's only, like, 7 magic weapons, so, like, good luck with that. And they're all, like, function pretty much exactly the same. Anyway, could that work in this game? I think there would have to be maybe 2 types of ranged combat. Like, maybe there could be a bit more, like, maybe melee weapons added in if you want to, like, get close to enemies to deal lots more damage. Or maybe, maybe, like, turret classes, too, you know? Like, there could be different types of turrets or traps, you know? Traps that are more, like, they deal, like, low damage, but, like, they don't get targeted by enemies. So in that way, you could set up a very long path for enemies to follow. You'd, like, slowly take damage from lots of traps. Okay, I just need more aluminum and I can make a lot more laser turrets. And... oh, I need black crystals for the auto builder, that's why. Okay, let's go down. I think I will go back down here. Few things that I want to do. How much iron do I have? Not much. I'm actually kind of running out of everything. So I guess I will get some of this. Love the recoil. Ow. You actually can take damage from it. Like, fall damage isn't just from falling, it's from, like, slamming into something. So you can get fall damage from your own recoil. Oh, more gold. I mean, I can do this, of course. There's so much gold everywhere. I love the way that scanner works. very diegetic, you know, no like UI that's like, or like highlighting on the map, or which I guess could totally work too, but like, it's just a big shockwave and you can just see it, you know. It's very simple. Ow. Stop doing that. Oh, do I need more coal? I think I do need more coal too. Yeah. I basically need everything. Maybe I should just spend the whole day collecting stuff. Laser turrets can totally carry you pretty far, so I think once I set up a good amount of those, I don't need to worry about enemies too much at night. A bit more limited, maybe. Actually, I should probably kill these enemies because they drop ingredients for health potions. Okay, let's go. Let's head back down into the crystal. I don't know if these biomes have like official names. Like this is just where all the ants are and the crystals. And I can upgrade upgraded armor here. From this ants shell. Just strong ants. But I'm mainly looking for the black crystals, which don't glow, so they're harder to find. But I could just get more of these. These are still useful. There's one already. I think that's the main priority. Just grab that and one more, and then head out. And maybe get some more gems from the fireflies. Don't see anything yet. This is already at the bottom of the caves, or the crystals. There is another layer below this. In fact, the world keeps going down quite a lot longer. This map is kind of huge, but I think it's kind of... I think it's nice when the game has a big focus on verticality. You can just keep going deeper and deeper. Almost like there's another game that does something exactly like that. That may also be inspired by this game. Okay, there's the crystal. We're leaving. There's one more, just in case I need it. I mean, what else might use the... Oh, this gun. I'm not a huge fan of that weapon, so... We're leaving before I get swarmed by ants. Also, autosave. Also, I'm taking a ton of damage. These guys don't mess around. That guy, I think that enemy has exactly 200 health. And I just dealt 198 damage to him, or 192, something like that. There's something kind of scary about being a game developer and like wanting to add a lot of content to your game, because that's a problem that people have with games. Like, oh, there just was not enough content and it was too short, or maybe there wasn't enough variety of content. But like, can you be 100% confident that people even enjoy the content that is in your game? Maybe they just want to be done with your game. Like, oh, a good thing it was short, or else I would have gotten tired of it. And you know, you want to keep adding more so that it's like exciting to explore, exciting to discover new things. But like, is like the base of your game, like the base combats, the simple mechanics, you know, are those good enough to add a bunch of exploration on top of, you know? And if you're playing the game yourself, you've probably gotten tired of it already. As the person spending like hours and hours working on this game, you know, you can't exactly judge how fun it is to play it yourself. Let's get a whole lot more of these turrets. And okay, I need to go up into the sky to get that, and I might as well upgrade that. I can make one more. That would be unbalanced. We can finally replace these Gatling turrets with much better laser turrets. And now we're basically like... Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea to improve this. I think I can make some of these... Yes, composite walls. They're kind of expensive because they require aluminum and coal. Alright, these are much stronger, so it's worth making. I guess it's not too bad to mine a bunch more. So the idea is I can make this whole structure a lot stronger and expand it a little bit too. And I think I kind of want to go with the whole tunnel idea. So extend this tunnel out a bit, maybe even just cover it completely. Sure, I can't destroy these blocks because their repair turrets are helping. Okay, so I'm just hanging out in this little tunnel, and the laser turrets will just take care of everything. And I could cut off one end, so that's only one side I need to worry about. I guess I could do that, but I'm worried that enemies on this side may... Or on one side would choose to just break through the wall instead of going all the way around. I'm not sure. Maybe if I just made one wall really tanky, that wouldn't be a problem at all, but this is working very well. Just trying to bring all the enemies in. These games also... I mean, okay, here's my references. This game and Klingfall. But they're both games that add tower defense mechanics to an already existing genre, like platforming, exploration, you know, sandboxy kind of games, like Terraria. So you take a game similar to Terraria, and you're like, I want this game to have tower defense mechanics. Also, I totally forgot to turn on the generator, but it doesn't even matter. We're still living. It's usually just... Okay, the enemies are trying to attack you. So here's some turrets that shoot at the enemies, and that's the tower defense. But I feel like there's so much more potential here. To add like more interesting tower defense mechanics. But also, how do you do that? Because usually tower defense games are much more rigid. You know, like maybe it's like a path that the enemies follow, or like there's much more mechanics that are focused on the base building. I think something that can help is maybe some enemies that are much slower, but still dangerous, because most of the enemies are roughly the same speed and they just run in and they die and that's it, right? But imagine an enemy that's slow, that hangs out at long range for quite a long time. And it's like, oh shoot, this guy's shooting at me, and they're like being quite dangerous. That means I need to set up some sort of defense that is, Oops, I almost died from slamming my head into the ceiling. Okay, here we are. There's an enemy here that I really don't want to anger, so we're gonna be stealthy here. So like if you have a ranged enemy that doesn't just run directly into your defenses, suddenly you need a long range weapon to counteract that, right? And maybe this weapon requires ammo, so it's like I need to prepare this amount of, like, let's say it's like some sort of missile launcher, right? I need to prepare like enough missiles to get through the night, and specifically firing these missiles at these like long range enemies. Or maybe instead of long range enemies, it's like just a very tanky enemy, and you need like an armor piercing shell, right? I think that factory builders are kind of a good match for tower defense games. I hope that doesn't count as me killing him. That would suck. These guys do blow up. Because it's like you build a factory to build the ammo for your turrets, and you know get to decide like what ammo you use. The more powerful ammo is harder to build, harder to like collect resources for, or to build a factory to produce it, you know. And if you want to upgrade your defense, it's not about just building new turrets, it's about building an entirely new factory for this new ammo. Or maybe it depends on like the environment, if the environment changes. And, you know, this environment has a new resource or new environments that requires different buildings, you know. I've kind of, this is an idea that I've had for a long time. I kind of want to play through all of the Creeper World games in like a really long like marathon. Maybe not like one continuous stream, but like a whole week of just Creeper World. Where every day I just go through the games in order. Although I feel like that'd get kind of boring at some point, because the games... My biggest problem with Creeper World is that you also are the creeper. As in order to progress, if the objective includes like, I don't think I need any more of this. If the objective includes destroying, or like maybe getting to the emitters and destroying them, or like making progress in some way, which is most of the games. Most of them do that. It means you need to push through the creeper, which means slowly inching your turrets forward, like one block at a time, like move them forward a little bit, push forward the creeper, and okay, push it back, time to move them forward again, and it's a super slow process of you moving your turrets forward one at a time. And then you accidentally move them forward just a little bit too much, and now you need to rebuild all your turrets because they got destroyed. So doing that multiple levels in a row can get kind of tedious. Oh, I can already make this. Well, thank you. Like, oh, another level where I need to slowly move my turrets forward. I don't know. I kind of wish there were better ways to just like clear the path in front of you and just kind of move along, you know. So this is the final auto builder. Because here's the rocket. So in order to build the rocket, we need a diamond demon skin. A bunch of these resources for the body segments, which we need 5 of, and sapphire, and strange rock heart. So these are like the main, these 4 resources are the main things that we need to complete the game. Hello, welcome to the end of the stream. Sorry. There's also like all this new equipment, which is in the next few areas that we'll be going to. But there's still quite a lot, so I think I should be able to beat the game in the next stream, but there's still like, I think like half the game left. Or maybe less than that. Maybe I have been going kind of quick. We'll see. Maybe I want to make some of these items first. Or maybe improve the base a little bit. Maybe make it look a little bit less stupid. Hold up, I can fix that a little bit just by doing this. But I'll need more blocks. Maybe build some more repair turrets. Yeah. Hold on, does this guy attack me? No. I think at some point, you get so much armor that the weak enemies don't even bother. I mean, I like to fight back. So yeah, I think this will be the end of the stream. I just think this game is quite neat. It's very simple. It's like not that not very fancy, you know. It's probably made by a single person, but I think it's nice for that. It's kind of like a Flash game. A lot of games that I like end up feeling like high quality Flash games, you know. Those are just the games that I like. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.